That was a nice little 10 win there.
And we are live. Getting a little late start here, half hour late, but we made it. Got off work a little bit ago. Tuesday evening here, 5:30. It's actually almost 6 now. 5:30 was the planned start date. But we're here, we got our coffee. Yes, it is decaf. Already had plenty caffeinated coffee today. Got Bubbles back there with Bug Droid, keeping a watch over us, right there. Making sure we stay on schedule. We are on stream number 3 today, so you guys have to bear with me still, getting used to switching screens over here, making sure the code looks good on screen, making sure I look good on screen, and all that stuff. In this stream, we are going to be looking at let's pull up our progress from last week. RubberDuckArmy.com. Open up Chrome instead. So this is as far as we got last week. We got ourselves a home view displaying, but we took care of most of the back end last week. We bought the domain, we got the web hosting set up, we pointed the name servers to the domain. Then we got our code base set up in GitHub. Let's get our GitHub repository open here. Here's our Rubber Duck Army GitHub repository right here. After that, we got that code up on our server. We set up a dev folder and a production folder on the server and wrote a little script that we could deploy this code straight from GitHub to the dev server. And then we did a little dev to production, which just does an rsync between the dev folder and the production folder, so we don't really need to ever log into the server again. Except for the initial setup, of course, which we do have a few things to finalize today before we can actually move on to HTML, CSS, and starting to style up our pretty plain looking home view here for rubberduckarmy.com. So the first thing I noticed last week that we missed was our index file, I think, was using the global include right here. Our global include here, these are server specific settings which you want to keep outside of the repository and outside of your public HTML folder, which we did, but we're using the same includes folder, we're using the same includes file here, the dev include file, if it's on dev or if it's on production. So we need to update this script here. We need to update this if statement right here to use the production global includes versus the dev global includes based on where we are at, dev. If we're in the dev folder, use the dev, otherwise we're going to use production. Let's get our project open here in Sublime, rubberduckarmy.com. Alright, let's see. Oh, and I am talking to myself, you guys. See, told you, gotta bear with me here. Alright, we'll just run that back a little bit. Try to get my coding screen up here. There we go. Now you guys should be able to see. Okay. Alright. So back to the home view. This is what we got to last time. Just telling you guys we got a nice home view set up here. And our repository is right here. Go check it out on github.com/jstolpe/rubberduckarmy. And here's where the index file is that I was trying to show you. Now you should see it on the screen. This if statement right here, if we're on the dev server, we want to use global includes for dev. If we're on production, we're going to want to use global includes for production, because this holds things like database credentials. And they're going to be different because we have two different databases that we also set up for dev and production. Now I think I set up two includes here. Where did my Sublime text go? There we go. Zoom that in, see if that looks good. Big enough. Okay, so in our index file here, well, let's just step back one more step. Let's set up a branch for this stream. Zoom this in as well. That looks pretty good. Now you guys can see the command line. Alright, so let's see, git branch -a. We don't have any branches, just the main one, so let's do a git checkout stream 3. Final setup, begin styling. So we did put the production global include up on our server as well last time, so I just have to update this to be prod. Now when we're on the production, it'll fall into this else and not use the dev credentials, which we don't want to do. And the production Okay, so we have that set up. Now we should be using those credentials. The next thing I wanted to try to do was set up a dev domain for our site. Well, first let's get the dev folder working, because I don't think it's working yet. The code's there. Where are we at here? Here we go. So this is our production server. It's working fine. It's running the site. But this is running actually out of a site folder, like we set up last time, like that. We're getting a few errors there, but let's figure those out later. And the other one we have is a dev. And now this one is going to error out all of the time because currently the framework that we're using is looking for the domain, and then after the domain it's looking for dev here. And so it sees dev and it's looking for a class inside of our repository. So it's actually looking for a class called dev over here in our controllers. And it's saying, well, dev doesn't exist, so I'm going to error out. What we want to do is we want to bypass that completely when somebody is trying to hit the dev folder on the server. And to do that, we're going to use some magic htaccess. Yes, htaccess is all magic. Let's get logged into our HostGator here. Of course, I need a verification code. So we're going over to our cPanel on HostGator for our Rubber Duck Army. And we're looking for the file manager here. Now this htaccess won't live in our repository because this htaccess needs to be outside alongside of our site folder. Public HTML, then nice name that our hosting gave us for our site. I think it's this one. See, yeah, there's our dev folder. So /dev, because the domain points right to this folder here. So what we need to do is we need to put an htaccess file in this folder. The GitHub deploy script checks out our repository right to this site folder here. And this is not the correct one. I think it's this one. There we go, rubber duck army. And I know because it has the global include template here, the one that you're supposed to not include in your repo. It's just a template. You just take this and you place it up outside of your public HTML file in your includes folder. And we have both of ours right here for dev and for production. So back down here to website, the rubberduckarmy.com is pointed to this folder. And so /site will get us into site, and /dev gets us into dev, but currently it's looking for that dev class in our framework because it's pointed to site. So what we want to do is I'm going to edit this htaccess file here. Never tried editing this in line here. I don't really like doing that, but let's see what happens. Alright, so I have an example htaccess file here. It looks something like this. So we need to update our htaccess file with index.php. We want the rewrite engine on so we can rewrite stuff. So the first thing we want here is to always force HTTPS. HTTP with no S is bad. Very not secure. Then we have our rewrite condition here. So we're going to be looking for our rubberduckarmy.com, and we're also going to be checking for if the user entered www. before the rubberduckarmy.com, and if either of those things are true, we're going to rewrite the rubberduckarmy.com to direct to the site folder. But we need to have our not right here, which is not files folder or dev folder. So if we do /dev, we don't want to do this rewrite rule. That's what this is saying right here. Rewrite rubberduckarmy.com to look in the site folder unless you are going to a /dev or a /files after rubberduckarmy.com. I'm going to copy that. I'm just going to paste that in here. I think that looks good. And let's do save changes here. Is that code big enough? Can we zoom in? So there we go. Back in our file manager. Let's go to our folder again. Alright, so it has just been updated. Now I hope this htaccess magic actually works. Well, something worked. We got a new error. At least we didn't get the framework error that's telling us that it's trying to look for a controller. But now it appears that we don't have permission to access this page. Inside of our, so it's saying we don't have permission to access our dev folder. So our dev site was checked out too. Goodness, am I in the right folder here? Site. So yeah, this is our dev folder, dev site. might need another htaccess file. Just check in here. Prod, and then dev/site, that works. Okay, so that's working. So the dev site is working. We just need to, why isn't it working? Or should it even be working? If we just go to dev. No, I think, right, because it doesn't know to look in, there's a site folder inside of dev. Okay, so for now I think I can live, maybe we should figure out htaccess for the dev folder as well.
Do you think Already ever really comes and looks at my window at night?
Because we would want, let's see, so dev, there's a site folder inside of the dev folder. That's because, can't talk tonight, it's been a long day. There's a site folder inside of the dev folder, so if you just go to /dev, permission will be denied because you can't just look at files in a folder. There's nothing in here, there's no index file, it's just a site folder. And so it makes sense that you're getting permission denied. But then when you go to site, then you get all of our rubberduckarmy.com framework and code. Just like we have here in our folder, htaccess alongside our site folder, we're going to also put an htaccess, the same file, in here alongside of our site folder. Drags up, no, we can't. Add file. htAccess, create new file. Alright, let's open that up. No, download it, edit. Edit. And copy all of this. So if we're in the, let's see, coming from rubberduckarmy.com, I think we can get rid of this dev here, right? Because we actually want to redirect it now to /site. Save changes. See how this works here. Any luck? Class dev not found. did this for another program. Yeah, I might need to look into this some more. I don't know how much I care about the dev. You having to type in the /site. And I do, but I think we can live with it for now. There's some htaccess magic we'd have to write for it. Let me just check my hello world folder. htaccess file. Dev htaccess. Weird rule host. Should do is, let's see if we can at least set up a domain, possibly. Create a new domain, dev.army.com. This path right here, see if this works. Dev/site. Right, that would be the document root for dev. Submit. An unknown error occurred. Well, that's very helpful. We're going to give up on this one for now. We can always come back later and investigate and get our dev server set up with htaccess or subdomain. But for now, I'm going to be fine with rubber.army.com/dev/site is our dev and rubber.army.com is our production. Fine with me for now. So I think that is initial setup stuff, at least for now. There's plenty more we could do, refactor and make work better, but for now, we're pretty solid with our deploy scripts and our server setup. And we have it set up on localhost as well. This is where I think we'll begin. Let's start doing some code here, guys. get some more coffee though, I'm just about out. And then we can start with some HTML and some CSS. All right, we're back. So let's hop back to our project in Sublime Text. Ooh, that's hot. Last time we got the basic framework set up here. We have our basic controller, our model, and our views home, which is the HTML body where our H1 with the home view is, and our HTML head where we're including our CSS and our JavaScript. We also set up the templates over here, which is all the pages will be using this default html.php file here. It's where you can pass in the HTML title, the HTML head, and the HTML body. We also took care of setting up template CSS right here. So this CSS right here will be included on every page, whereas home-specific CSS over here in the HTML head, our page-specific CSS, is only CSS we want on our home page. Now, one of the first things I like to do is start with the very simple stuff, but the global stuff, right? So we're going to begin with a fave icon. Let me close some of these windows here. I got way too many windows open. Do we need this one open anymore? No. This one? Yes. Okay. And we'll close these for now. We'll close these for now too. Over on our local host, which is where we'll be working until we're ready to commit, merge, and push to production. Dev first and then production. Now the fave icon, that's that little icon that's going to go right up here next to our page title. Do we have a fave icon? Good question. We do from our hello world. No, sorry. Got too many playlists on my mind here. IR coding, that's the framework we use. Rubber Duck Army, apps, assets, and images. So we do have a fave icon right here, but it's from the IR coding framework. And it's not loading because we didn't include a link, a CSS link tag for it. Now we don't have a fave icon, so we gotta go ahead and we gotta make one. Open up good old GIMP here. Now I gotta find my bubbles icon here. I think that's going to be a good icon for the site, at least for now. Something to get us going. Where did I put that file? Is this it right here? Okay, here we go. Copy this here. Here's our desktop. Copied it right to my desktop. There is our beautiful logo for our website. Now, I figure out what size the fave icon, is there a size it needs to be? I think 40 by 40 is good enough. Details, 40 by 40. Then we have a 50 by 50 logo as well. I think that's for, you know, wherever we're gonna need the logo to be that small at some point, so we might as well throw it in here. We're gonna throw it up in the top left of the website at all times. Let's go ahead and scale this image to 40 by 40. Oh wow. Need some binoculars to see that. Ah, there it is. Our fave icon. 40 pixels by 40 pixels. File export as, and then you just do favicon.ico, and GIMP should export it for us like that. So we have our fave icon right there. And then let's do a couple of Control Z's here, or just one actually. And we'll do an image, scale image, and let's do a 50 by 50. Also very tiny. But this will be a PNG. So I'm gonna export this as logo 50 by 50. And it's a .png. Export that. So now we have our fave icon and we have a logo to use for our website. These images will live inside of the repository. www rubber duck army. I'll put this over here. App, assets, images, and we're gonna delete these. And we're gonna, this one's, oh, why does it have a black background here? It's concerning. See what happens when we add it to the site. Might have to re-export it. Up under our meta tags, let's do our fave icon. So this is going to be a link tag. And we need it to be shortcut icon. And then we just need the href, which is the path to our folder. And file. The base URL assets, that gets us to our assets folder. Then we have to go into images. And in our images folder we have our favicon.ico. If we refresh our page, there's our fave icon right there. Beautiful. Easy. I don't know, let's just call it there. So with our fave icon added, let's move on. And what should we do next? I think we need to get some fonts added, so we're not stuck here looking at our default font. That looks gross. Gross. Nobody wants to look at that. Google Fonts. Now we get to pick out a font. What font do we want our website to be? Search fonts. Park and Sands. That looks kind of nice. I actually kind of like that one. Open Sans. No, I think we'll go with this. Montserrat Pepins. Plateau. Let's put in Rubber Duck Army. See what our name looks like in these fonts. Yeah, I do like that look. It's funny, it's just the third one down, and I already like one. I kind of like that one too, Japanese, Rubber Duck Army. Poppins isn't bad. Plateau. This is a little more condensed. Yeah, Roboto condensed. Ooh, that one's kind of cool. I don't know if we want the whole site to be that way though. Still thinking the Park and Sands is the one. Mainly because I like the curved Y on it. Just how curvy it was. This one's kind of nice. Can it? Well, we can always change it later and add on later if we want. So let's just begin with one, because swapping them out or adding additional ones on is very easy. Let's just get one down first. Park and Sands. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that bold. Yeah, I think this is a winner. Get font. Download all. Alright, so there's our zip folder. And extract all of the zipped contents. So we've extracted all of them here. This is the extracted folder. What we're looking for is a static folder. This is what we want. It's got our bold, extra bold, light, medium, regular, and semi-bold. Now copy this static folder. Back in our Rubber Duck Army assets, we'll create a fonts folder. in that fonts folder, we'll replace our font. This way, if we want new ones down the road, you just gotta download it and add that folder here. We'll name this accordingly. Parkin Sans. There's our font files. And now we're all ready to include those with some font families in CSS. We will be including them in at the template level because we want these included on every single page. We want access to these fonts on every single page that we create going forward. Over in, where are we at? Assets, there we go. Assets, CSS, templates, default, styles.css. This is our template level styles. First thing in this file is our font face. Our font face is where we're going to directly include the files we just downloaded. Over here in our app assets fonts Parkin Sans folder. So we have our font family, and then we have our source. And the source is a URL to that file. Here we are down in styles. We have to get back to assets, fonts. We have to go dot backslash, dot backslash, dot backslash to get outside. 1 gets us back to default, 2 gets us back to templates, 3 gets us back to the CSS level. Dot backslash, dot backslash, dot backslash, fonts, Parkin Sans, and then we'll begin with we'll just go down the line here with all these. Parkin Sans -bold.ptf. And the font family will be the name that we use wherever we want to include this bold font family. Snap the body here just to make sure this is working. I want our body to be font family Parkin Sans bold. Give me some of that Parkin Sans bold. Refresh our page and look at that. Got rid of that ugly default, what was that, Arial? And now we have this beautiful font. So we're going to do the same for all the other font files here. I'm going to create a font face for each of them. This one is extra bold. Then we have a light. Light, medium, regular, and a semi-bold. Oh, I shouldn't have closed that tab. Just wanted to see what those looked like one more time. Park and Sands. Nope, wrong click. Park and Sands, there's our font. Let's see what all these different ones look like. Light and regular. I think we can use regular everywhere as a default. Semi-bold, bold, extra bold. I'm gonna leave that open, just in case I want to come back. So that is how easy it is to set up a font. We downloaded the font files, threw them on our fonts folder, named the font folder Park and Sands, and put all of our files right in there. So in the future, if we want to try a different one, just download the folder, put it right alongside here, and just create more font faces for the font families. Now, on every page we create going forward, we have access to these, and all you have to do is throw them in the font family for whatever element you're trying to style. Right now we're just on the body, so if we do Parkinson's Light, refresh it, we got light. And that's all there is to font families. Easy, easy stuff, guys. Alright, I will be AFK for 1 minute. Gonna go see if there's any coffee left, and we will continue.
En fait, ma question.
Oui, tu t'intéresses à moi, c'est que tu commences à t'intéresser à
Okay, let's see, what should we do next?
Bien sûr que tu
Should we start on the nav bar?
intelligent.
Arrête de te foutre de ma gueule.
Mais si, je t'assure, c'est tout là-dedans. T'es incapable de le voir, de le sortir.
Je sais.
Start in on our nav bar.
C'est pas facile.
Mais si, c'est facile. Bien, tu la vois. Regarde dans la glace. Qu'est-ce que
Figure out how we want this site to look.
Regarde dans la glace. Qu'est-ce que tu vois?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of any other global things, but I think that's the basics of it. Let's clear some things up here that we don't need. Let's get rid of, I don't even need this index file open anymore. Not for this video. We just had to update that. Global include. Product already model. HTML body. this. Let's leave that open. Oh, font awesome. That's something we need to do. I knew I was missing something. Font awesome will give us access to a lot of icons that we can use throughout the site. Awesome. Been a little while since I installed this, but let's just go for it. Icons. Now what I'm looking for is I just want to include the font awesome CSS files with the link tag, just like we did for our fave icon. Folder, don't need that. Oh, I might need it actually. Alright, where's the download? Download. Icons. Start. SendKit embed. Other ways to use. Here we go. Just want to download this, guys. We're gonna service up ourselves. I like serving stuff up. Just goes faster. Free for web. That's what we want right there. 6.7.1. Alright, we got our font awesome downloaded. Let's open and extract it. Dang, it's that big? What do you got in there, font awesome? CSS file can't be that big. We're definitely not putting that all in the repository. Come on. I'm guessing we're gonna need like 2 files out of here. Almost there. Done. Alright, let's see what's in this font awesome file folder. Free web. Alright, we're looking for No, just here, I think, right? All. So probably the min file, that's what we're gonna need. I mean, it's named Font Awesome. Over in our www folder here, we created a folder for fonts in our assets folder, so let's create a Font Awesome folder here. We're gonna put our Font Awesome. But this should be in our CSS folder because it's all CSS. So let's get our Font Awesome min copied. Copy that. Okay, inside of our CSS, we have our Font Awesome folder. Paste our Font Awesome min file there. And now the usage for these things, let's see, if I go to start, search. For the nav bar, we're gonna want a menu bar. So we're gonna want, here, there's bars right here. So let's see how we make this work. FA solid, that's just plain HTML. So I do remember a little bit here. We need the FA solid here and regular. So we have regular and solid, depending on the icon you want. Can I change it in here? Regular? Yeah, oh yeah, here we go. Classic. This is solid. And then regular, so we'll need the regular CSS sheet. The solid CSS sheet. Is there a light or is that... I think you have to pay for that. Yeah, I don't see that in the folder. And then a thin. Classic. There's a lot more options here than I'm used to, but we're gonna just do regular and solid for the starters. Regular min, solid min. Get those minified versions in there. And then like we have our fave icon here. We have our template specific CSS. And right before that is where we will include our Font Awesome files. This will be a relative, but it's a style sheet. And we are in assets, CSS, slash, can you guys see this? Where am I? Style sheet, CSS, font, awesome, slash, font, awesome, dot, min. That's the global Font Awesome include. And we need two more, one for our regular and one for our solid. Now we've included our three style sheets on all of our pages at the template level. Regular, solid, and Font Awesome. Oh, but I need to do this as a CSS file. Can't forget the CSS extension there. Now we should be able to see if this is working by just pasting some snippets here from the website. We got our regular bars, a regular hamburger, and then we got a solid hamburger. Let's see if we did this correctly. By refreshing our page. And something's not quite right. Did we forget something else? gonna delete these files here. I'm just thinking for future, if we ever need to update Font Awesome, where did my zip folder go? Zip, zip, zip. Right here. And I also noticed that there's web fonts here. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see this. So in the zip folder, we have web fonts, which I believe it needs to run. So I'm just gonna copy these folders. That way we have all of the Font Awesome stuff and hope that that's correct into our Font Awesome folder. So CSS Font Awesome, CSS now has all of these things. See if that makes any difference. No difference, except for they're gone now. Wonder if, oh, let's check the console log, see if we got we didn't get the routes correct. We didn't. We didn't update our path. So we just put those 3 files inside of a CSS folder inside of Font Awesome. So they all need to get the new path update. CSS Font Awesome /CSS. Let's see if we're getting any closer. Ooh, we got one. One's loading. Why isn't the other one loading? Solid. FA regular. FA solid. Oh, that's what I had. Is that what I have? That's the one that's working. The solid is working and the regular one's not. What's wrong with this regular one? Font Awesome regular.min. FA-regular. Do I only have the solid one? We'll get to the bottom of this. Just gonna make sure that we're loading up regular. Response looks good. No errors. Solid. Did I miss another include? Sprites, SVGs, whatever it caught. Man, how big is this folder gonna get though? Let's see how big these files are. Let's copy over sprites and SVGs folder. Can't believe that would be working for solid then, and not regular. Just make the repo bigger. Didn't work. I knew it wasn't gonna work because solid was already working. guess we can copy over the less folder too. The metadata and the less folder are the only two folders I didn't copy over. Still didn't work. FA regular is not loading up the bars. And I don't know why. The solid one's working. This, or this. Get rid of those. Don't need to make our repository any more bloated than it already is. I mean, it's not very big to begin with, but you start letting little things in, and that opens the door. Let's try another regular. Does any regular ones work? Classic. What's this mean? Dude, sharp. Classic. What about check? Will this work if it's regular? I wonder if I need to buy regular? Oh, pro? I think I figured it out. Yeah, look at regular is pro. So I am limited by the free plan to only solid. Good to know. Let's get rid of our regular then, because we're not paying for that. We got our main font awesome and our solid. That means over here in the web fonts, we got our solid, our regular. And over here we have all of this. We probably don't need all of it, but it's fine. It's not taking up much room. Like I was just talking about, letting little things by, but it makes replacing it easier in the future. If we want to update Font Awesome, we just replace the CSS folder and the web fonts folder from the zip folder we got straight from Font Awesome. All we did was take this folder right here and this folder right here, and we threw those in our Font Awesome folder and our CSS folder. So we have Font Awesome working. Any other building blocks I can think of? We got our font family installed, Park and Sans. Font Awesome is now working, so we have access to a lot of icons. If we need an icon, just come over here and search for whatever we want. You know, if we need a little Facebook icon, it tells you right there how to include it. Oh, this is interesting. FA brands. So, hold on. Is this only Facebook icon? So brands. Now it's on brands. I wonder if I need to include a brands too. Let's see if this works without including brands. I'm guessing it won't, because we just like the solid. I think there's a brands minified file. Yep, doesn't work. So let's get our brands included here too. Let's look through this folder quick just to see what else there is. Brands. Not sure what all these other ones do, but I don't think we need to include those. Yeah, we can include those in the future if we run into a snippet that doesn't load, but I know we'll be using brands for sure some point soon. So I'm gonna do, was there a minified file for that? Brands.min. Yes, there is. Brands.min. And now our FA brands FA-Facebook should work. It works. Simple stuff, simple stuff. Once it's up and running, that is. And that is Font Awesome. Taking care of us and supplying us with fonts. I mean icons. Yo, what's up, Oga Kusuma? Probably butchered that, but what's going on? Just chilling here, working on our website. Trying to think if there's any other basic setup stuff that we need, like kind of like we've done here. Font Awesome, Google Fonts. And I don't think so. Now we can start selling up the nav bar. What time we got here? 7:15. Not too bad. I'll be right back. All right, moving on to the nav bar. just chilling. Coding up a website. I mean, we could just leave it as it is. It's looking pretty good right now. A home view and a couple random icons here. Let's get rid of these icons here. And our nav bar is going to go in our template at the template level because it will be on every page. Place it up here at the very top of our body. Start ourselves out with a nice div. Header. There is where our header will be. Now our body, we need to get rid of that extra padding in the body. Template styles, we're going to do a padding 0 and a margin 0. There we go. Nice. We're in our body. Let's give ourselves a lot of content so we get some scroll action going on here. Paragraphs. There we go, look at that. Got a nice scrolling page here with a bunch of paragraphs. For our header, however, we want it to be sticky so that when we scroll, it stays at the top so we can always see it and we have the option with our little menu icon in the right corner. Which means we have to make our header, let's move the styles over here, our header here, position fixed. Want it to be width of 100%. Now obviously we're not going to keep these styles in line, but it's just a little easier to do that and tweak things on the go when you're first starting so you can see how things look. Now you see how it stays in place when we scroll, the paragraphs go above. Let's do some inline editing here just to get nailed down our styles. In big enough. There's our inline styles that the browser picked up. Now this is, why is this margin from the top? So we do top 0, there we go. Top 0, and we don't like how you can see through it like that. So we want to give it a background color. Let's do just white for now. Let's do black. Just kidding, white. Now when you scroll, the text stays behind it and you can't see it. So it looks good. I'm gonna copy my style, my inline style right here. And put it right here with my inline style. Here's our header inline style. Then let's create an inner div for all the contents. We want to give this a nice little padding. I don't know how much padding should we give this. 10 pixels maybe. Hey, what's up? John? Yeah, it's you, John. How's it going? You're coding this website, just started from scratch. Thinking about leaving these inline styles in for production release too. Alright, that looks like it might be too much padding. Hold on, let me see. It looks like at 100%. Okay, so that doesn't look bad at 100%. Yeah, okay. Alright, where was I here? Colors to make this website. I've been thinking since our fave icon is that color. Get myself GIMP open. I need a good color scheme for this website. Where'd my GIMP go? GIMP, yep, there we go. Color picker. Let's get a color wheel for this color. For this hex value. Color wheel. Now it looks like I've used this one before. Color wheel calculator. Pick a color. It just might be too bright. Complementary, monochromatic. Can't make the background of the header any of these things, can I? No. Oh, this one's I don't know if bubbles. I don't know if we can use. Your color's too bright. I don't think we can do the site. There's gotta be a way to make it look kind of. I mean, what if I can't make this? Color combinations. What if we just darken it? Oh, we could go dark with it.
I know it sounds silly, dear, but do it for me,
I'm over that color wheel. Let's try a different one. I'm just not into these colors. Let's just do something simple. Rip off TikTok, rip off Twitch. Nice dark theme. It's gonna take the longest time just to figure out these colors. That's what takes the longest. Just like, you know, figuring out a name for the website. These are the important things that take the most time. Color wheel, complementary colors. want some options that are just darker. Sponsored. I got clickbaited. I got tricked. Figma. Color palette generator. Here we go. Let's see what we get for your bright color bubbles. Oh, maybe we could do this. It's still too bright. I like this color. If we did that color. Maybe we could make it work. It's just I don't think the header can be that bright color. So let's just try this for our background color. Over here in our... Oh, we don't even have a background. Oh, we do. Here we go. Let's see what that looks like. Let's get rid of this border. I don't know. And then what color is the background gonna be? Just white. Maybe we do a kind of a light color. That's a good idea, actually. Maybe we leave the header white, but we make the background header. We put this background on the body. And we include pound sign. Oh, but then we do need to have a background on the... You need to have this. You can make this white. Reverse it. That might look a little better. Yeah, I think that's good. And then let's do... I saw a box shadow on one of these. Let's see, where's this box shadow at? Let's see if we do this. Nice little box shadow on our header. Yeah, not too shabby. Notice the difference? Oh yeah. Just make it darker. What's that do? Oh, that's white. Let's go the other way. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. I don't know about that, that's too dark. Ooh, we can make it a little bit transparent too. Maybe? I don't know, what do you guys think? Stick with this box shadow, I think, for now. And tweak that later. So I want this to be white. Box shadow. Like that. Yeah, that's good. Is there a box shadow generator?
Avec la question.
dire que tu commences à t'intéresser à toi.
C'est intéressant.
Bien sûr que tu l'es. T'es
Box
bon,
shadow.
intelligent.
Arrête de te foutre de ma gueule.
Mais si,
Shadow
je t'assure,
color,
t'es tout
background
là-dedans.
color
T'es incapable de le voir, de le sortir.
is
Je
white.
sais. C'est pas facile.
Si, c'est facile. Viens,
Box
regarde-moi.
color is no background color
Regarde dans la
is
glace. Qu'est-ce que tu vois? Regarde dans la glace.
this
Qu'est-ce que tu
color.
vois?
Ah, I didn't, what color is it? This color. Okay, I like this little generator, actually. Opacity. Oh, here we go. Spread radius, that's what I was looking for. Very faint.
Regarde dans la glace. Qu'est-ce que tu vois?
Oh yeah, blur. Oh, this is just gonna be on the bottom because this is for a nav bar. Too much still. Blur radius. Too much, too much. A nice subtle. That's too much, I think, isn't it? Oh, maybe that's too much, too much. Blur radius is too big. What do we look like over here? Body. Background. Maybe that's too... Let's get a different color. A little more grayish, maybe. White, what this? Yeah, I think we can make that work. Time's at 7:30. Let's get going here with this. Oops. That was our position fixed. Yes, okay. There's our styles for that. Our body needs a background color. Body, background. Header pad, user select none, so you can't accidentally highlight anything. Just a lot more cleaner that way. Now inside of our header, where we want our logo on the left side of our website, and we want a menu icon on the right side. Do a little display flex here. So we'll have a 1. We'll have 1 container here, and we'll have 2, which will be our right side container. 1 and 2. Let's make these both. Just flex 1. Why do I keep minimizing the... There we go. And this is why we saved our logo. Where's our logo? In our assets folder, images. Images, logo, 50 by 50, PNG, I think that's what it was. There's our logo. There's our logo, there it is. Alright, image. So then we're going to set a height max. Height, let's do 25 pixels. Let's see, we want to have text next to it. Left. Display block. That's what we want on our image. Then we want to have our, actually we can do PHP echo site name, I think. That's how we're calling it. And our includes site display name. Rubber Duck Army. Let's get a little margin. Put margin right on here. 5 pixels. Space that out a little bit. And font family. Park and Sam's bold. I spell that wrong. Why isn't that taking? Where was I putting that style on? The, oh, that's because I was putting it on the image. Can't put that on the image. font family, Park and Sands, bold. Single quotes, because we're inside of the double quotes. There's bold. Gotta get our margin right on our image. Margin right 5 pixels. Bumped it over a little bit. Nice. Now I'm gonna wrap this in an A tag. How you doing? It's getting late. Sorry guys. Been working all day. Base URL here. Base URL. Here we go. href base URL, which is just our homepage. Alright, well, now it's styled up. I don't think we want that, but if we click on it, it just takes us back to localhost/server.army, which is what we want. Expand here. Where's our A tag? Let's get right to the A tag. We want a text decoration of none. And color. We do inherit. Inherit. Do we want to inherit? I don't know. I don't think we want that. We just want text decoration of none, and let's put a color on the title up here. Because we will have actual A tags where we're not going to want the color to be inherit. So we'll come back to that later when we have an actual A tag to style out. This is just special because it's actually our site name in the top left corner. So I wouldn't call that a global style. We could put color. Color, let's do black. Text decoration. Refresh that. What did we do? Must something. Oh, color white. Well, no wonder they can't see it. Color black. There we go. And it's a pointer when we hover over it. Same for the logo. It all takes us back home. That is the left side of our website, the website header. display flex, that flex 1, that's this right here. 2, this is where we will have our user menu. Actually, I think we can just say text align right. I believe here. There we go. Text align right. We want to get our span back, our bars here. I'm going to put FA solid, FA bars over here instead of 2. FA solid, FA bars. See what that looks like. There is our bars icon. Now that's too small. Let's see if we can increase the size here. Font size. Let's just put the font size on the actual icon. Font size 20 pixels. I want to get it just as big enough so it doesn't push down the header. Right there. 22 pixels. Let's see what that looks like at 100%.
10 minutes is a long time to be away.
So zoomed all the way out. There you go. It's really small. I wonder if this padding needs to be updated. And this text size needs to be updated as well, I think, because that is tiny. Let's see if we do inspect on our. Let's do font size 24 pixels. Okay, that's a little more readable. Font size 24 over there. Now, this is when we're zoomed out at 100%. I can't have it zoomed in all the time. Just gotta make it look good real quick here, guys, and then we will zoom it back in. 24 pixels size for our site name. And for our icon over here, let's do a font size 30 pixels maybe. $30 looks good. Start with this font size 30. We want font size 24 for our display name 24. We gotta make that image bigger too to make sure it's not looking like it's on the top there. Let's make the height right there, 32 pixels. Update our height to be 32 pixels. Now it's going to look really big when we actually zoom in so you guys can see it on the stream. But it does look good at 100% now. Zoom in here, and now you guys can see it really big. It still looks good zoomed in. Now you'll notice how our H1 tag here for our home view, we can't see that. Well, that's a problem. And that's because we added the fixed header up here. So we have to account for this space on page load, so we're going to bump the body content down so it's always starts right here below our fixed header. I'm going to zoom out to 100%. We're going to see how tall this thing is. This thing is 53 pixels tall. We're going to come down here and wrap our body-specific HTML. Margin top, 53 pixels. Refresh our page, and now our home view, you see it starts down here, right below our fixed header. Making some good progress here. I just want to see if there's any, if we put opacity, it might look kind of cool, I think, but let's just see what it looks like. Opacity. Oh, that's right, it makes everything in it. Everything I have inside of here is going to get that opacity. Now, we could work around it, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Maybe some other time. I think we're at a good spot right now to do a little code cleanup here. The inline styles is what I'm mainly talking about. Bad inline styles. We don't like them. And they should never be used in production, that is. They're just a lot easier to, quickly change and fix things until you get it right. So we can start giving things classes. This will be our header container. And we're going to place all these styles over here in our template, at the template level. Template styles.css with our font faces. Then we can just take our styles, rip them right out of here. Get rid of those nasty inline styles. And let's get this view here, word wrapping. And now we can make it look nice. There's our header container. Next up we have, this would be our, let's call this our header container pad. It's our padding. Padding div. Header container pad. Flex. Header container flex. We'll just leave it at that for now. Back here. Display flex. Now if we check this out here, make sure we're running. There you see our classes. Look how nice and neat that looks. It's a beautiful thing right there. We're padding our flex. Now we just gotta do the rest of the inline styles here. We'll call this header flex. What is this? The left. Header flex left. Then we're going to also have a header flex right. I just always select the whole thing. Header flex right. Flex left. right. We're just going to put a text line right on that. Like that.
I understand perfectly.
We have our href here. Let's call this class header logo. Get all our styles out of there. Header logo, text decoration is none. Then we have our header logo image. Target the actual image tag there. And we have two styles left, it looks like. So class FA solid bars. Let's call it user menu icon. User menu icon gets a font size of, was it 30 pixels? And last but not least, we have our body. Let's call this the body container. All of our content, we need to account for that margin top of our fixed navigation bar. Let's put that up here by the body. Body container. Margin top 53 pixels. Let's refresh our page here. Make sure everything's still looking good. It is. Let's get on our user menu icon. Yeah, user menu icon, we want a cursor pointer. We're not implementing any clicks right now, but we will in the future. And there's our cursor pointer. I'm going to zoom this back out to 100% view, the normal view. And let's take a look at this on mobile. So hit our mobile mode down here. Can you guys see that? And we'll zoom in. Okay, so now obviously we need to do some styling here because the mobile is looking way too big. I'm thinking the name's too long, so I think we just get rid of this on mobile and just have the icon here. That would be my initial thoughts. And this is my site, so let's roll with it for now. And a good max width could be 1200 pixels. Alright, so this is for mobile. We're going to update our header container, header pad, header flex. Are we going to hide the whole left thing? Is that what we do? No, we can't because we just want to hide the name. So our A tag. So here we need to add a class here, because we can't really hide this text with leaving this image with CSS. Let's go ahead and wrap our. Hold on 1 second. Wrap our. Where are we at? Our text here. Let's do a span. That should be fine. That'll leave it in line. And we can call this, or what are we're trying to hide the header, logo. Let's say header, site, display, name. Alright, and we can leave it just like that. On desktop, but on mobile, when we're less than 1200 pixels, I'm going to do a display none. And it's gone. If we uncheck the mobile, I gotta zoom out some more, I think, to hit that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm zoomed in so far that even right here it flips to mobile. But if we zoom out far enough, go back to 100%, there's our rubber duck army. If we check the mobile, flip to our mobile device, it's hidden. I think we also want to take the font size down here. Let's go down to, for mobile at least, let's go 100%. I'll just zoom to 100%, just so I can see how this will actually look. These are bars. Font size 25. I think 30 is taking up too much space. Let's do 26 maybe. 26 for the user menu icon on mobile. Ah. 26 pixels. Alright. And we want to set our image. Where's our image? Header logo image. We need to update that height for mobile. Yeah, right now 32 pixels. Let's refresh and figure out what it should be. .32. Let's go down to 28 with it. That looks good. And our height here now is 48.5 pixels. Let's go up to 100%. Just want to make sure I'm looking at this right. Yeah, 48 point, let's call it 49. So we're going to also need to adjust our offset height, which is, where's that? Our body, yeah, body container. So on desktop, we're looking at 53 pixels. Offset, we'll do 49 on mobile. I think we'll do one more thing before we wrap up here. I want to add a section around my body, HTML over here. Let's keep our, let's say, yeah, let's just keep home view here. So let's create a nice section here that all of this can live in. Content section, we'll reuse this a lot. Content section. Content container. I like that better. Content container. Again, we'll place this at the template level because we'll want to reuse this content container section a lot. Make it a background of white. We'll do, let's put a box shadow on it. Where's that box shadow? Box shadow. Border radius, let's do 5 pixels, and what else is there? We're gonna have let's do a little content container pad. Why isn't that working? It's weird. Content container pad, content container. Let's see what that looks like. Let's go to desktop view first. Well, let's get some padding in here first of all. So it's bumped up right against the top, which is fine. That's what would be expected. Now we could add some home specific styles here. Let's just go ahead and do that right now. Styles for the home. So instead of template specific, we can add on to this now. And if we only have one container on the home page, we can go ahead and say, we can add on a style here and say margin top of 20 pixels. And did that do anything? I think we need to bump down the body container here. oh sorry, the body container to account for some space between the fixed header and the content. Let's get rid of that. We might still have some home styles to do, but globally we want to, yeah, we shouldn't have things starting right at the fixed header. We want to give it some space in between. For mobile, let's add on 10 pixels of padding. So let's go 59. And I think this is correct. So body container here will go 63 from the top. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, but on desktop we want to go 20 pixels because we want 20 pixels of padding on desktop and 10 pixels on mobile. 53, 73. There we go. And on our body, let's go to mobile. There we go, less space. On mobile, we're gonna also want the body container to have a padding. I think we're gonna want it on the right and left, and a margin on the bottom. We don't want that filled all the way up. We always want some space on mobile on each side. I think always. Well, unless we come back and change our minds, but padding left, 10 pixels. Padding right, 10 pixels. Margin bottom, 10 pixels. If we refresh our mobile view now, there we go. We got 10 pixels on each side. And 10 pixels on the bottom. Our website's looking pretty dang nice, guys. Let's do the same for desktop, except we'll do 20 pixels. Refresh that page. Look at that. Beautiful. Zoom in. You can see we flip to mobile right there. Because we know it's mobile when the site display name goes away. That's one thing we can tell visually to see that it's switched to mobile. Looking good. So for now, I think we can go ahead and commit our code. Updated a lot of files. We added our font awesome and our font files. Episode. What am I calling this? What did I name this? Did I name this branch episode or stream? I named it stream. Okay, good. Git commit stream 3 updates. Let's call it updates. Push to the origin of the stream 3. Alright, let's push to our branch. Let's do a checkout main. Now if we refresh this, we should see our nice old website. That's where we started. We came a long way in this video, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna merge that. We are on our main branch. Want to make sure we're on our main branch. And we'll go ahead and do a merge from our stream 3 final. And now our main branch has all of our updated code. Go ahead and git push. I do like this box generator here. I'm gonna bookmark that. Save that to helpers. And close that up. And over here on our GitHub, you see we have merge branch stream 3 final setup. Close this color wheel, close font awesome, close Google Fonts. Let's go to rubberduckarmy.com/dev. Alright, we gotta do /site. Come back to figuring that out later. Branches date. And let's see if our script still works that we wrote last stream. Server. And our deploy script is right there, rubberduckarmy dev from git. For /deploy, run this thing, rubberduckarmy dev from git. Refresh our dev site and look at that. We're up and running on dev. Now if we head over to production, rubberduckarmy.com. Do a /deploy rubberduckarmy prod from dev. Just as a little rsync. And we have a few issues here, it looks like. What did we forget to do? I have a feeling it's HTTPS related. production include file must be not set up correctly. So it's going to rubberduckarmy.com for that image, if you can see this here. / rubberduckarmy, but it should just be going to /app. Let's see what the dev is doing here. Yeah, so this should be going to Army site. Okay, there it is. It's in the site folder. So we messed up on. I think we messed up on. Oh, wait a second. 1 second. I think I know maybe what I did. Base URL assets needs to be updated. Let's see what it is on dev. Where's my... URL assets. It's correct on dev. HostGator, rubber.army, prod. I think I didn't update this quite correctly. Rubber.army. Oh, site folder name. That's what I missed. Needs to be /site, just like dev. We're not on localhost anymore. They're all in a site folder now. There we go. There we go. We did it. One little line like that can mess up the entire site. I think that is a good place to end this stream. This has been a very successful stream. The site and code are all live for you guys to see. The code's live for you to check out on github.com/jstolpe. And next time we will continue on. I'm thinking we'll try to add a login and sign up page next time. The front end as well as maybe some JavaScript validation on the front end. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we'll finish the navigation up here. We should finish that first. Get this working. Add an actual navigation bar here. So you see a menu when you click on the hamburger. What else? What else? Yeah, I think that might be it. Let's get rid of this exit over here. Just get cleaned up a little bit here. Close that, discard changes. Don't need that anymore. are at 2.5 hour stream. I'd say that's pretty good coding for 2.5 hours. Just getting cleaned up here a little bit. Close that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Let's get our little stream ending up here. Alright guys, well thanks for tuning into this stream. I hope you guys learned something. I'm learning stuff as I go too. Like I said, bear with me with these first few streams here. I'm just learning how to, get windows up, switch scenes on Streamlabs. But I think we did pretty good with starting to style up our website. With the header, we included the fonts. We learned, what was it? It's late. We included the Google fonts and got those set up. We did Font Awesome. We started styling up the header, and we did a little bit of finalization on the server side. I still do want to nail down that subdomain and get that set up, but that's for another time. And with that, I think I will see you guys later. I will see you next time. He said one day you'll leave this code behind, so write that code and don't remember. Some senior told me when I was level 1, these are the bugs that never die.